just how nice was it to see Addie Deal kind of get her feet under and not only knock down some threes, but
Yeah.
but just look overall more comfortable. What did you feel like was different tonight with her?
Yeah, I felt like the last week, I think she just was able to kind of, just step back and let herself develop a little more and improve and just go for it. I think you're coming in and you have everybody's expectations, but when you watch the film and you see where we needed to, have some growth, and get a little bit more comfortable. And I think when she dropped her shoulders a little bit and just kind of stayed with it. But I thought she had a nice tournament in Florida, and so it was just nice to have her. When she's taking those shots even earlier. I mean, I've seen her all those years. I wasn't ever worried about that wasn't going to go. It was really the confidence in her mind that was missing it. Wasn't necessarily the defense she was facing. So I'm really happy to see those shots go down for her personally.
Ethan, you invented a word after the Baylor game. You said called it slodgy. It seemed like it maybe got a little slodgy at times tonight. How do you avoid that becoming a theme for your team?
Well, I think we just have to. You have to remember that this team is it's kind of weird with adversity as far as just the injuries. Chit Chat is one of the most exciting players. She's arguably our most efficient player on both sides of the ball. And so she quickly became one, if you would ask kind of who that leader in the floor general is, she's done a great job of that. So when we're down in Florida and that the gym goes silent and then all of a sudden you're asking everybody to kind of pick it up and they were able to do it, I think that was a big key. I think coming back to play a team, this is a hard team for a team like ours to guard. We should have played better. But I'm going to credit JD. I mean, they had a good game plan, and they're all guards. And so Layla's got to come out of her comfort zone. Ava's got to come out of her comfort zone. Even though Ava's agile and athletic, she doesn't guard threes. She doesn't really guard this action out there. And so, they're nice little shooters. So it's a weird game. Yes, we could have executed a lot better. We blew some defensive assignments, but that type of team is not the easiest for our centers to guard, including, Hannah at times. So that is that. And so, I just don't think that we're good enough yet to say, oh, golly, 7-0 isn't good enough, right? I'm thrilled that we are 7-0. I got a lot of moving pieces. I'm trying to figure out different pieces at different times, and confidences are all over the board. And so I think it is slodgy. I think the thing I'm most disappointed in would be the turnovers. We handled a lot of full court pressure down in Florida, and then there was no full court pressure, so we were just really rushing and I think trying to do too much.
Could we get a definition on slodgy real quick?
Oh golly, I don't know. I think it is to be felt and seen. I think slodgy is just it just isn't fluid. It's kind of like tough sledding, It's like we're something is real simple, but we'll kind of make it hard. And I think that's a little bit of our youth sometimes.
Without Chit Chat, you've had some other players step in, with Callie as well, with Addie stepping in, with Taylor. I guess what did you learn about that group tonight? That they're getting those opportunities now. What did you learn from those?
Well, I just think that's I really think is kind of a hallmark of our program. You just kind of have to be ready. You know your role, and it might change game to game. And these are kind of the moments that you're ready for. And so I wasn't surprised. I thought Callie would produce, had a solid game, just held serve. I think that's what you hope that the reserves will do. So I was just happy to see that hold true.
You got a nice little mash unit forming at the end of the bench. Just one, how close, I guess, was Chit Chat today, and then the latest on Tegan and Emily.
Yeah. Emily is day to day, and Chit Chat is still day to day. I do see improvement when I see her, walking around. And Tegan will probably be about a week. Yeah.
That was basically my question too. So I'll defer.
Perfect. All right. Happy Thanksgiving, guys.